Hey everyone, it's Jason here with a new update for FireJumpers Inferno. So I've done a few updates since the my last one where I got multiplayer working. So for the multiplayer, I was able to, um, kind of smooth things out, get things more in sync. The last time, some of the aircraft seemed a bit jittery, so I was able to kind of fix that. Um, and there's a few other changes. So let me load something over here. Something with some water. Do we have some water here? Maybe over here. All right. All right, a little bit of water. That should be good. All right, so some of the changes. Let's take a look. So let me load some units. One of the things I've added were for the units, I've added a name of the unit as well as the owner of that particular unit. Kind of similar to Sandbox, just to kind of get people to know whose unit is who. Um, the slight difference is the name of the unit, where later players will be able to update the name of their units. Um, so you can help differentiate some more. One of the things too, if I added a small fire here, let's just get a little bit bigger here. All right. So as this unit starts to fight the fire, it will show the kilowatts that are on that particular tile. So it kind of shows a little bit about how long it's going to take. You can kind of judge a little bit. I'm not trying to give out all of the information, but just to kind of show, hey, this is within a certain range. If it starts to go up to like 5,000 kilowatts, because this is all just grass, so the fire engine can definitely handle grass fires. But if it were, um, larger fires, uh, the engine may not have sufficient, not by itself, to be able to prevent that from spreading. So, all right, so we've got that. The other thing, helicopters are a lot more agile. So before they kind of rotated at the same speed as airplanes, and that's just not the case. So nice and quick, kind of thing. So besides the helicopter here, I have uh, airplanes. So airplanes, the larger the airplane, the slower the acceleration and slower the rotation speed. Just to give it more realism, before it was much faster. It felt a bit of kind of like a fighter jet or something. So here you can see rotation significantly slower, as well as the speed. You can see I can reduce the speed, but it's um, it's a lot more gradual compared to, let's say, the bird dog. The bird dog plane, much smaller, but has a lot more rotation speed, right? It's just more agile than a twin air. One of the things too about the aircrafts is I've added a toggle. So if you press the letter C, it'll go into cockpit view, which is great. So you can just toggle between the two. Um, this way, you can play based on your preference. Um, so that was added. In case it was never explained in a previous video, for helicopters, um, if we're just hovering, more or less, and you want it to start going up, you can press the space bar. So if I just here, the space bar will cause it to hover upwards, and then the control button will cause helicopters to start hovering downwards. And that will also be an ability that will be that could level up as well. So, all right. So I think that more or less sums it up, except for one extra thing. Actually, this is a really big thing too. I can't show it here because I need another player. But once you arrive on a regular map, kind of like this, where you're going to play and set the fire, I've added Vivox voice chat, so you can do voice chat in game, real time. So unlike Sandbox, where you have to click a button and record a message and then send it off, this is direct, real time voice chat, which is completely awesome, and I've got that integrated into the game. Um, and with Vivox voice chat, there's a number of things that can be done. One that I'm really excited about is position of the unit. So there's a proximity. So you can have like non-positional where it doesn't matter where the units are, and everybody can hear everybody else. But then you have proximity voice chat where if two players with two units, so I'm going to design it so that when your unit is in focus, that you're activating a voice channel that is within a proximity of other units in the area. So it'll add some realism, I'm hoping, especially when there's some added restrictions to the game where only incident commanders can talk to bosses and bosses have to relay that message to their crews. Um, and then the crews can only communicate if they're close to one another. It'll be interesting. It should add an extra element of gameplay here for this. But for now, for this update, the voice chat is non-positional. So anybody who joins the game, they should be able to talk to one another. All right, that is the end of this video, and thank you very much for your time. And I'll check you out in the next video. Later.